The Afghan Taliban regime wants the world to believe that Afghanistan is stabilizing. They point to a 4.3% GDP growth forecast as proof of an economic turnaround. But these figures are extremely deceptive. While the economy is growing on paper, the Afghan people are not seeing any of the benefits. With over 2 million returnees and a population exploding at 8%, the average Afghan is actually 4% poorer than they were last year. This is a humanitarian catastrophe waiting to happen.
Economically, they are going down. 64% of Afghan population today is living in abject poverty. 90% of the families go to bed without having a dinner, without having a proper dinner. So if this is the situations, for how long the Afghan people will tolerate it? There is a fatigue as far the international community is concerned vis-a-vis Afghanistan. But this time I see the change will be from inside Afghanistan. There will be an internal explosion if Taliban not change their behavior or their policies.
But the failure isn't just about the economy, jobs, and bread. It's about a total disregard for the national interest and regular Afghans. The Taliban's ideological loyalty to groups like the Tehreek-e-Taliban Pakistan is now costing the country dearly in terms of hard cash. By harboring 6,000 TTP fighters and other terror outfits, they've turned their own borders into a war zone.
The religious elite of the current Afghan regime led by the Taliban, they are in support of the TTP narrative. So TTP is part and parcel now of the Afghan regime. They are very much at home with the Al-Qaeda. So this is part of their polity. It's part of their system to support these non-state actors which share their ideology. You call it Afghan Taliban, you call it Pakistani Taliban, you call it Eastern Turkestan movement, you call it by any name, but they are one and the same. They say we are ideological and we are responsible to God, not to the people of Afghanistan. They have antagonized half of the Afghan population by closing the schools, closing the colleges, the universities, banning the women from works, from business, doing businesses, or going out of their home, etc.
This is the current reality of the Afghan Taliban. Rather than a legitimate government, it is a power structure that rejects inclusion and consent and are suppressing even the moderate voices within their own ranks. They are choosing militancy over education and peace, and they are actively dismantling the future of Afghans and Afghanistan. A modern state can't be built on aid, exclusion, and extremism. And the Afghan people shouldn't have to pay the price for a regime that chooses its allies over its own citizens. This is Mohammed Usman Amin, Pakistan TV Digital.